Hey guys, I'm in my kitchen today and I look a hot mess because I have been organizing and cleaning stuff all day long. But I finally finished reorganizing my pantry and my kitchen, and I wanted to share with you guys what I have figured out to, I think, finally organize that cabinet. We've been in this house, I think, what, 12 years, 11 years, and it's always been kind of an issue with how to organize it because it is really deep. And it's our main source of food storage in the kitchen besides the Lazy Susan cabinet. So this is where we keep most of our food and like canned goods and things like that. And it's just been really hard to organize because it is so deep. So thanks to the Dollar Tree, I have organized pretty much all of the cabinet on a budget. And so I wanted to share with you guys what I have figured out, and it has been working out perfectly. So let me turn you around and I'll show you my pantry. My pantry consists of this tall cabinet here and then this really long, this really tall one down here. The lighting's a little bit bad because the refrigerator kind of blocks some of the lights. I'm sorry about that. But most of the food that we have in the house stays in this pantry. The only thing that's in this top section, I do have these upper shelves that are for candles and candle supplies, votives, candle surrounds, and things like that is in that top shelf. The next shelf is all of my placemats and chair covers, kind of like these bunny ones. There's some for Halloween up there. So the only food that's in the top part is in this cabinet. These are actually baking supplies that we use for crafts. They're not things we actually eat. So I've got self-rising flour, salt, and cornstarch. We do keep our bread up here, at least for now, because I don't have anywhere else to put it. And it's in this bread container that I got from Walmart last year. It was like a couple dollars, and it has been helping a lot to keep our bread fresher longer. So I have that. These two containers are containers I already had. We have extra sugar back here and powdered sugar right there. So I didn't have to buy anything new for that. And then the bottom is my favorite part. When I first finished it, I actually just kept coming in here and looking at it whenever I came in the kitchen because I was so excited with how it turned out. So because this cabinet is so deep, when I put cans in there previously and I would set them up, you know, on their end like you normally would, it was really hard to stack them. It was really hard to see what was behind them. They kept getting out of line. So things were like the beans would be mixed up with corn and, you know, things like that. So it was really unorganized. Even when you organized it, it didn't stay organized. So this has been working out really well. I got these containers from the Dollar Tree. They are called, what are they called? The fridge soda can storage containers. I did leave the tag on there so I could remember to show you what it was. So they're a little hard to find. You can order them from the website, but you do have a minimum, which may be more than you need. But if you're desperate enough, I guess you could do that because they do work so well. And there's so many different things you could use these for besides just the way that I've got them organized. So another problem with this pantry, other than the fact that it is really deep, is this shelf here. This is as tall as this one goes, and that one there is the lowest that it goes. So without trying to drill new holes and get them even, which would be almost impossible for us, you know, I was somewhat limited with being able to move these shelves up and down where I needed them to go. So I put all my canned goods in the top two shelves. As you can see, I could have made them a little closer together, but I like to be able to see in the back, and I'll show you why here in just a second, why that's important. So they are too deep. So there's another container just like this in the back of each of these rows. So this row is actually double black beans because we use black beans quite a bit. So this whole container and that whole container are black beans. And that's one reason, because I need to be able to see what's in the back when there is stuff back there. When the shelves were too close together, you couldn't see, because of the darkness, you couldn't see what was back there. So I did leave a little bit more of a gap than maybe I would have to, just so that I could easily see what's in the back and reach in and grab it. So anyway, double black beans for this one. I need to go to the grocery because I'm missing quite a few things, but I label the container. So the top label is what's in the front bin. The second label is what's in the back bin, or what's supposed to be back there. So chili beans here, pinto beans are supposed to be back there, but I'm actually out right now. Northern beans are here, and then kidney beans are supposed to be back there. Again, I'm out right now, but that's where they go. The second shelf is same situation, tomatoes in this container, and then back there is miscellaneous canned vegetables like peas or anything like that. This one is soup, so chicken noodle soup, condensed like cream of chicken soup, things like that. In the back is kind of miscellaneous, so I've got some canned pasta, I've got a couple cans of tuna, a box of tomato soup. So just kind of miscellaneous soups and canned goods back there. Right here I have corn in its own category. I didn't put it with the miscellaneous vegetables because we use yellow corn a lot more than we use the peas and beans and things like that. So corn has its own container. And I actually just changed this one just like right a second, just before I turned on the camera. It used to have the canned pasta back there. I don't get that very often. Nobody really likes it but me. So I didn't really feel like it needed its own category right now. And I did have a lot of extra peanut butter. So all of that back there is Kroger brand Simple Truth Organic peanut butter. They were doing the 5 times sale. And so it was a good time to stock up. So there's probably, I don't know, 9 cans of peanut butter, but surprisingly it goes really fast. So extra peanut butter back there. I do keep 1 container of peanut butter that we're actually using in the Lazy Susan, which you'll see that in a separate video whenever I get around to reorganizing that. So that is these 2 rows. And speaking of extra food, I've got these 2 shelves here which do say extra food. And I don't have a Costco membership anymore, but it still happens quite a bit where I have stocked up on things when I get a good deal. It happens a lot with the Simple Truth Organic brand from Kroger because they do that 5 times coupon deal quite a bit where you can get multiples of 5 at a pretty good discount. And when you eat mostly organic food, that really comes in handy, especially because that stuff is pretty pricey. So I need to have room to put extra things in addition to the peanut butter. So this is actually a Dollar Tree, I don't know if it's a dish pan, I think it's called. This one came from Dollar Tree, and that one back there, I think I got from Target years ago, but I didn't purchase it new. So all of this is extra food. So things that I've got extras of. So relish, pasta sauce, peanuts, Parmesan cheese, Italian dressing. There's my husband's extra peanut butter back there. There's some organic garlic right there. So anything extra that I can fit will go in here right now. And this is an example of how things got unorganized. When they were unorganized, I did not realize I had 3 boxes of these Simple Truth organic snack crackers because my pantry was so unorganized and it was deep and dark in the back, and I didn't see that I already had 2 boxes. So we've got enough crackers to last us for a while. So that's extra food. This is also for extra food. I have an extra one of those containers, which I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I've just got it in there for right now. And there's nothing in this shelf right now. In the bottom, I have this basket, which like I said earlier, came from Hobby Lobby, I think years ago. And this is where I keep any bags of chips that we have, which right now we don't have any, and also any produce. So any bags of potatoes, there's an onion in there right now. So any produce like that will go in here. And then this is just an extra can of chicken broth that I need for tomorrow's recipe, so that's sitting there. This is actually a magazine rack, like one of those plastic magazine holders. I just turned it on its side, and this is where all my extra plastic wrap, parchment paper, aluminum foil, and things like that stay. I keep 1 box of parchment paper in a drawer over there in the kitchen that I use to cook with instead of aluminum foil. I don't cook on aluminum foil anymore, but I do have some for crafts. Same thing with the wax paper. And then I've got extra parchment paper. So that is there. And so just in the very back, we've got this weird copper pipe that is running water to our refrigerator. So just in the very back, I just put behind that pipe is extra plastic forks, plastic cups, spoons, knives, in case we go on a picnic. Or if we're going to Disney, we always bring paper or plastic cups to drink out of in the car or in the hotel room. So that is in there out of the way, but at least I know where it is when I need it. The canned foods, I've had this way now for several weeks. I just kind of did this part tonight, but the canned food has been that way for several weeks. It has been working out so well, and I know I'm maybe easily amused, but it has been so nice to come in here. It looks like a store. It's really organized, and when I go to get something out, you know, the other ones just kind of roll forward. I don't know, it makes me happy, and I just love the way that it looks. And I think it's going to be something that's going to work for us long term. And I was super excited that I did it on a budget because, let's see, I've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I got 13 of those fridge organizers. So $13 from the Dollar Tree. The basket I already had. That white thing I already had, but it is $1 at the Dollar Tree if you need one. And then that magazine thing I got for free. So I'm super, super excited with how it turned out. I hope it gives you guys some inspiration. I know that A lot of us do have to store food in cabinets and things like this. So I thought I would give you guys an idea of how I have organized ours on a budget, and I hope you enjoyed seeing it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I will link my organizing and cleaning playlist for you in the description box in case you need even more cleaning and organizational inspiration. You'll find tons of videos in that playlist that hopefully will inspire you. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.